See, do you think that that might look like BE? What do you think? Do you see a resemblance? If you don't, it's probably because your ass is blind. Because I can look at it and see that it's me. A lot of other people can look at it and see that it's me. And I'm going to actually give you a photo on YouTube that was just sitting here waiting on me. Of course, it was green, as you can see around the eyes. And then you see the green light being synonymous with me to whoop some ass. So it is what it is. You can wait on Jesus if you want to, but I'm going to tell you something. You're going to deal with Asar and his green light that's demonstrated in the eye where the light goes. So know this. This shit is not a joke. You better choose today who you're going to serve, because shit's getting ready to go down big time. Know that. God is speaking to you and warning you to get your shit together, because you don't have forever to lollygag around and think that it's a joke and you can just keep on with your same old bullshit, stagnation, and nothing's going to get done about that. These people are setting you all up to murder you. You need to know that. I'm going to show you something when this go off that I was looking at earlier. It was just really fascinating to me. I got to show it to you. Let's get through this and then I'll go show it to you.
In their respective fallen angel collectives launched by competing territorial dominion campaigns. The elite masters of war that have held the forces, positions of political, religious, and economic power throughout our known history, from Sumeria, Babylon, Greece, and Rome up to the present-day world management team, are Illuminati hybrid sleeper races. The Illuminati hybrid sleeper races are the Earth's representatives of competing Anunnaki and Draconian reptilian fallen angel legions. And they have been motivating from behind the scene literally all human politics. And they have been doing this since 9558 BC, the fall of Atlantis. Illuminati hybrid sleepers are but a minority within Earth's population.
And I'm gonna kill all
they are presently in position of great powers and influence behind the global political, religious, and economical infrastructure.
And that's the reason why I've been trying to entice everyone on earth to buy the green light. The purchase of the green light is for your sustainment, to build a city and to tell these Illuminati fucks that I'm getting ready to show you what they do with their privilege to control us. I'm going to show you how their objective is to make sure that we have no unity and no love for one another. This destroys them. The ideal of us providing and caring for one another is threatening to them, and those motherfuckers will get up off some pussy or off their other male that they're sticking in his ass. They will get up from that, as much as they enjoy that, to come out here and stop people from doing the godly thing of supporting and caring about one another. Let's go and get through this, and I'm going to show you proof of that.
Anunnaki sleepers have been subjected to literally thousands of years of false cultural religious program via implanted Anunnaki and Draconian reptilian indoctrinations.
In other words, they gave you albinism as God and pushed out this God as a set with the cobra on her head. This indication of her Kundalini power being risen, and also the vulture specifying the fact that creation and recreation is the death always is necessary to sustain life, recreated. So in other words, you can't move to your next level unless you leave this level, and you can't view that as death. You got to view it as death being carrying to sustain your new existence. That's what that's all about. That's what you're looking at in this beautiful face of this goddess Aset. As you can see, the eyes representing the format of the eye of Asar, also the eye of Heru, Asar's son, which they call Ra. But as you understand, Ra and Asar being the same thing, the black dot that you saw being pushed out of the sun in the last segment is the black dot of Asar, the god of the perfect black. So the whole entire energy source of the sun is the black melanin source that we identify here on earth as oil, and we set it on fire right here on earth through fermenting it and send it through refinery process, and you can get gasoline, kerosene, everything from that black oil, including diesel fuel. But the blackness is that which encompasses all, which is the beautiful black face of the female goddess Aset, who is also an androgynous version of the sun, even more involved with the sun than the god Asar, because all of the powers of the god Asar must be generated through the goddess, the universal uterus, Heteru, and Aset, that we are all completely encapsulated in 24/7.
These shape-shifting Zionist Illuminati, Anunnaki fallen angel Templars have been reinforcing the net placed around planet Earth so as to enslave the human minds en masse. After 2017, the Zeta would totally lose control of the human population if they did not stop the fifth DNA strand from activating within Earth's humans and stop the present Earth grid from receiving its scheduled infusion of fifth and ninth dimensional galactic frequencies. From the beginning of their involvement with the covert government, the Zetas have kept the information of the infiltration of Earth secret. On August 12, 1943, the experiment of making the Navy's ships go invisible was enacted in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, using the battleship the USS Eldridge. This became known as the Philadelphia Experiment. The Zetas knew that creating such an experiment would utilize the creation of an external manufactured Merkaba field that would fracture and split and create a hole in time, space, or a tear in the natural Merkaba field, would serve as a dimensional warp through which the Zetas could secretly pass their ships to Earth from the dimension of the fourth world. Using this rip in space-time, the Zetas were able to transport large numbers of their spacecraft undetected by human observations into Earth's Merkaba field, and from there the ships could be used to broadcast specific electromagnetic pulses directly into Earth's Merkaba field at the center of its sun. To the Zetas, their technological method was far more effective as a controlling factor over the human population than the human Illuminatis, having their Zionist tags sexing out the melanated females and contaminating their physical and astral bodies, thus causing the degeneration of their entire human species at a time period like they are presently doing, once again, like they are presently doing.
That's right, tell it, man.
At the center of...
Listen to what he said, the same thing that I said, that they came here and took the woman knowledge of her being a goddess away from her to make them be the degenerate, cigarette smoking, alcohol drinking, pulling your panties off in the backseat of cars. You know what I'm saying? We all have been there and done all that, but I'm not trying to attack sexuality. What I am attacking is the whole degeneration of the female concept of self, where it was a time on earth where no woman would have ever been trying to take her panties off and give herself to a man if it wasn't under extreme God circumstances and conditions. We did not have a world of floozies and skanks, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, all the stuff that we see our women doing now in front of their children, entertaining one man today and then tomorrow another man, teaching your daughter that's okay, teaching your son that women are tramps. All this decadence that we see coming from our women population is what's contributed to the decay of our society. And they started off by telling you all that stupid ass lie that you are responsible for sin being on the earth because you gave Adam an apple to eat. You know who would be responsible for something like that? A fucked up God who would put you under circumstances like that, alright? Our God has never put anything on this earth that we were not entitled to or when it got put here. We are entitled to everything on the earth. The thing is, you're supposed to use it with a God consciousness, which means that if you have to get a bulldozer or excavator or a drilling rig and drill deep into the hole to get a substance out there, once you take it out of the ground, everything it touches, it contaminates. Maybe your mind should tell you, I shouldn't be messing with this stuff because this stuff needs to stay where the universe put it at. Because handled wrongly, it can contaminate things and destroy the whole ecosystem. No, they want to make a profit and they want to destroy the ecosystem. So now we got all these automobiles flying around the planet, spewing exhaust emissions all into the air, into the atmosphere, fucking up the air that we have to breathe, which is your number one life force. I'm saying it's even greater than the sun because the sun made it to give you life through the air before you can even receive life through the life force of the sun. If you don't recognize the air as being a life force created by the sun, you can be confused on how it works. But your number one important life force in this universe is the air that all of this corporation technology that they so proud of, that they haven't done anything but cause a circumstance where everyone gets cancer and black lung disease and asbestosis and silicosis, brown lung, you name it, all this shit. All this stupid shit from these corporations who are deliberately implementing creations of materialism to cause decadence and death to all the earth recipients. And you all know that I'm telling the truth because that's all we've witnessed. Now listen what he says about the woman.
Its sun. To the Zetas, their technological method was far more effective as a controlling factor over the human population than the Illuminatis, having their Zionist tags sexing out the melanated females and contaminating their physical and astral bodies, thus causing the degeneration of their entire human species.
Did you hear what he said? He said the removal of the black woman as God. He didn't say that in so many words, but by contaminating her whole cosmic makeup, including her brain, they destroyed everything. All the people on the earth, by making her be a slave and a sex object for the white man. And then now all she wants to do is beg him to wear his hair so she could get principles of materialism from him, when the universe made her to be in charge of everything on this earth. And she's too damn stupid to understand the importance of returning to her goddess self because she's too busy wanting to smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol, have sex, and all this shit that he has given to everyone as an ultimatum to being gods and goddesses.
A time period like they are presently doing, once again, like they are presently doing today. By now, you should all know these Western governments are full of shit.
I know it.
With America at the top of the heap of the shit pack.
Now look, I told.
Okay, here we go again with these devils.
I told them Hollywood people
are full of shit with America.
I told those Hollywood people when I was and I was having a conversation with them. I told them then, I said, these space vessels are on the way here to kill all you corrupt ass Jews. I didn't say that. I just said white people. But everybody that was there on that movie said who was the racketeers or the profiteers were all of Zionist descent. They don't call themselves Zions, but they are. They use all the money that they're incurring, everything, to back up Zionist moves like the 9/11 bombings of the World Trade Center. All this stuff is really got a lot of connection with Hollywood, way more than you would know. But I wanted to show you this, as you can see these colossal faces that's all over the earth to prove our authenticity as great people and the time travelers we are and everything. They keep putting this up here, but they don't know that these dumbass people hasn't brought the green light at all, and that's the reason why they gonna just really be in for a world of shit. But yeah, I know why this keep coming here, because Google get down like that, and they saying, well, this guy is selling the green light essence oil, so maybe we could get him to be interested in these people right here. Well, I will be if these dumbasses out here will understand that the green light essence, even though I already got somebody in mind to buy my supplies from local here in Portland, they still putting that up there because they just saying to themselves, you should be selling a whole bunch of this shit. No, but people are stupid because they want white ass Jesus and they want to overlook the real cosmonauts and space travelers and God, men and women of the universe, because they've had 1 year or nothing but a good run at being brutal and abusive and thieves and murderers and rapists. And all this stuff they've done for one day, they think they're going to keep doing forever. But I got news for they ass. I was sent here with the green light to kill those motherfuckers. And the green light is doing that already, even if they don't tell you guys about it. So just notice the